You're listening to the Jay Bird Watching Podcast, the official podcast of jaysjournal.com and fansided.com. We are the official ballroom chat for everything Toronto Blue Jays baseball, from game highlights to rumors and all the stuff in between. Here's your host, Craig Borden, with co-host Jason Lyons and Liz McGuire. Now let's talk some Toronto Blue Jays baseball.
Hello and welcome to the Postgame show. I am your host, Craig Borden, right here on the Jay Bird Watching Podcast. With me, my buddy, Jason Lyons. How we doing, bud?
You know what? Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if any of us thought it would be a sweep. I mean, I think after 23 runs in 2 games, we thought it was a possibility. Well, yeah. I mean, the Yankees are a good team. They were a good team all year long. There's no way, I don't think any sane baseball fan thought that the Jays were going to sweep them. Like first game back, you know, in the Bronx, they're going to give everything they got for one. I mean, you and I were just talking about this off air a little bit. I mean, the Jays keep saying, "Oh, it's it's a bullpen game. It's a bullpen game." Well, there's no bullpen games in the playoffs, so I'll be interested to see what they do. But a little disappointed after being up 6-1. Yeah, but a lot of positives to take, and I hope that the Jays fandom and everyone else takes those exact same positives. It's got to be late. What is it, 11? Almost midnight for you, buddy?
Oh yeah, quarter of midnight right here. For whom the bell tolls. Unfortunately, didn't even have to have Mariano Rivera come out of the bullpen to close that one up.
I still got a whole night going on here.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we were gonna make this short and sweet, and hopefully our buddy Eric Rosenhek will get his 2 seconds in here, or I'm gonna be the one playing the late game here while you get to run off into the evening.
I'm dialed. Good to go.
To say, I'm feeling left out. I didn't even get a beer out of the fridge. I was just like, fudge, I want to get out of this.
That's too bad. I mean, I think that, we have to talk about all the positives, right? Like, I mean, Vladdy's first inning home run. I mean, he is just being like a different beast. Like Ernie Clement, 4 for 4. Varsh was 4 for 4 last night. Like, I mean, these guys, like, I just want to keep reiterating for anyone who's, at least feeling a little bit negative or any of the rest of that stuff. I mean, these guys are still smashing it. And we have to realize that baseball is baseball and teams are going to lose. I cannot wait to watch the absolute morons pour out of Yankee Stadium. And that
World Series.
That dumbass from Barstool. I can't wait for it. Tomorrow just be filled with it. Jays fans, if I can give you any tips, tricks, hints, say nothing. Just, be mellow, roll it out, and just watch this thing end tomorrow night. And just realize that the baseball is a long game, not a short one. And, you can win one, but pitching and solid defense wins, and we have that in spades.
Yeah, I said this actually on our wonderful brand new Discord channel. If anybody's listening that hasn't joined it yet, check it out. We've been having a great time talking Blue Jays baseball.
We have. It's
with
weird.
Everybody live during the games. Jason and I are both on there. We literally have a bunch of podcast hosts, some writers, and literally a rock star after last week. So it's very interesting. So I mentioned during the broadcast on this, and I thought this perfectly summed up the I'll just say the luck of what the New York Yankees just happened to stumble into. You mentioned it 6-1 was the score at one point during this game. And obviously things played out the way they did. Shane Bieber jumps in and, didn't quite get through it. But the comment that I mentioned is, of course, Jazz Chisholm allows a ball to run in on him not really paying attention. And so he, allows a run to score in the midst of this whole thing, right? And then, of course, the Yankees turn it around and flip it into, let's just mash a few home runs and get right back into this. That is 100% what it felt like it happened to me. They took that one bad luck thing and somehow found a way to twist it.
I mean, the Berger drop ball is that's a thing. I feel like Schneider could have caught that ball. We're not going to dwell on it though. Here's the new here's us versus all the other podcasts. Hey, what's up, Echo? Here's us versus all the other podcasts. No one that's watching this or is going to make a comment about that play could make that play. So everyone, just dial it down a little bit. People are going to miss baseballs. It's going to happen. I feel like Elizabeth here. And let's just realize that we still, let's realize that they're going to come back tomorrow night. I'm hoping against hope that Santander is not in the lineup. I think they're learning their growing pains here about guys who have huge contracts and they feel like they have to play them a bit. But I'd love to hear what the Heck has to say. I mean, he pops in the dark of the night like a ninja.
Hey, buddy. So, Eric, hi, welcome to the show.
Bonjour, gentlemen. I wish I could be joining you at happier times, but
normal hours.
Yeah, it was an ass game today. But you know what? Obviously, we all wanted them to win, and we wanted them to sweep. But this morning I woke up and I felt like if the Yankees were to win, that would not surprise me. So I'm not surprised that the Yankees won tonight. What does surprise me is the violence that they used to win. And essentially, you cannot leave the barn door open because you're going to get trampled. And that's what happened with the Blue Jays tonight. It's the misplays. It's the pitchers not pitching well. And, a lot of people online right now seem to think it's a fait accompli. We're going to a fifth game, but I want to play the fourth game first, if that's all right with everybody.
It would be a nice little reprieve to actually, finish what you start.
Eric, I think that's what, I hope that Blue Jays fans, the Yankees fans have been, this has been one of the most absurd displays of fandom I've ever seen doing any, the calls for the Jays are getting signals out of the hotel. And I don't want to trample on trodden ground, but it speaks so much to the American culture right now and the way that it's just like, oh, it's not going my way. Well, I'm just going to make shit up until it feels like it's something that really stupid people could believe for a minute. And then I just need that. That's all I need. I just need a little tidal wave of idiocy to believe this.
The mental gymnastics are astounding at this point.
I think that both of you are smart enough baseball minds to realize that tomorrow night is going to be a much different game. And the Jays are just going to keep smashing. And the Yankees came home in a do or die situation. And I would not have bet against the Yankees tonight, even as being a Jays fan. And I just feel like anyone who's showering Game 5 or even throwing flowers at anything the Yankees did tonight, they need to check the rest of what's happened and then look at the arsenal that might come at them. They could still be staring Gosman down. They could still be staring Yurcevich down. You got to get the hell out of this before you can get to the next. And I don't think that Yankees fans or the team are even looking at this.
Yeah, it's wild. But to your point, Jason, you and I were almost talking, baseball conspiracies or what a bullpen day really, really could look like for the Blue Jays tomorrow. And I am still wondering with how the pen was used today. Shane Told actually was in our Discord channel talking about it. 54 pitches for Shane Bieber. Was the leash a little too short? And if it was, why?
No, they were hitting him.
No, I agree with that. You got to make it through.
You're trying to win that game, right? You're trying to win that ball game. You're not planning for a fourth or fifth game. You're trying to win that game. And unfortunately, Shane just didn't have it. Second inning was pretty good. And, unfortunately, he got burned by the IKF error in the first inning. But you know what? You still have to make your pitches. You still have to get the job done. And the Yankees, being the Yankees, found a little crack and got, found, I'm going to borrow from Bruce Coburn. They kicked out the darkness until they found some light.
Ooh, that's a good one.
There it is.
That is a good one.
That's the writer in this group right there. That's what that is.
And look, Lauer has been a very good pitcher for the Blue Jays this season. He's been one of those unsung heroes, part of the whole team effort that is the 2025 Blue Jays. And the way I see it is you'll probably have someone, be an opener, whether that's Varland, who's done the opening role before, or anyone could go in there, I guess. And then you just put Lauer in there, and God willing, he eats the bulk of the innings.
Yeah. Do you guys think at all there's the possibility that may just pull a full head fake and start Barrios tomorrow?
Well, he's got to come off the DL or the IL, excuse me.
Oh, I thought he was in the pen.
No,
he's hurt. No.
Oh,
same thing with Bassett.
Bassett is the one that's intriguing to me in this equation because they put him on the IL far enough behind in this whole thing that I think is in that ballpark right now. He could technically be activated. If he can be activated and be inserted because he's returning from injury is the ruling in a lot of it. I was looking for the rule for like the last 30 minutes and I can't find what the rule is other than saying a player returning from injury is eligible for a playoff roster.
Can we agree that
doesn't say how many games they had to be on the IL or when they can return, but he's on the active roster as far as the 40 man. So he's eligible for this whole thing.
Can we agree that inserted is a bad word?
I agree. But yeah, I don't know. But they were all sitting there in the dugout today. So who knows? Like I said, I do agree with you, Eric, that Eric Lauer is I would say the workhorse tomorrow, and he's pitched well. So I would love to just see him.
I'd love to see him start
this game. It'd be a nice little.
Dominguez wasn't used either, and Hoffman wasn't used. So at least their arms are a little bit fresher. And it seemed like Schneider had short leashes on all the relievers out there just so that he could get them to tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they're not dumb. It's not short-sighted. I mean, a 3-run, like when it got to 3 runs, I mean, you're kind of like, we could give it a shot here. Like if we get a base runner on and something else. But I mean, as a baseball coach in a long series, I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm saving my guns. I'm making sure that we got artillery to make it through. I mean, the Jays are probably looking at Game 5. Not even today. Like there was points in today where they were like, let's close this thing out. And then as soon as it got away a little bit, they're like, you know what? We can look at 4 and we can look at 5. And I mean, I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, heck, we haven't seen you on the show in a while, but I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident about almost everybody at this point. Can you break down any of the weak points you think we may have in the pen or coming out of the pen?
No, I think it's all hands on deck.
Yep,
everyone's got to step up,
especially when you're going to get an off day before Game 5. Because correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. They'll play tomorrow night, which will be live. Pretty much right. We're going to do, I guess, the post-game and then the pre-game show for an 8:00 game tomorrow.
7 o'clock. It's a 7 o'clock game.
7. Okay, so we'll be live during the actual show for the regular one tomorrow with our buddy Daryl from Jay Birdie. And while that game is going on and everything, they will get Thursday off and then play Friday back at the Rogers Center. So there's a day off there that would allow the Trey Savage piece to line up with the 5 days. You know they're going to do, like you mentioned, all hands on deck if Game 5 happens. And I honestly think it's all hands on deck tomorrow anyways, because you have that off day for the bullpen at least.
No, absolutely. Try to win tomorrow. You never know. Baseball's a crazy sport, guys. I don't need to tell you that.
Yeah. The beautiful thing is this offense is still clicking, and we still have plenty amounts of plethoras of whatever insert verb here that this team has found ways to hit and score runs. We even got RBIs from Anthony Santander tonight. Wrap your minds around that one part.
Let's preface that by the fact that he did not hit well in the entire game, and that hit was a little bit of bullshit. I would be if I am anyone in the Jays organization, that guy doesn't touch the field again. I mean, his defensive liability is way too high. His offense is not strong enough. Like if you don't think that Nathan Lucas or any of the other lefty bats we have that could potentially play in that position aren't good enough to play there, then that was Tody Tater's one audition to explain to the Jays fans what he's making versus, the injury and all the rest of it. Just put him on ice
for this year.
Put him on ice until the end of the year. And if you want to try him for a Kirk Gibson moment, if the Jays make it to the World Series or something funky like that, then great, awesome. But at this point right now, we need to win. We don't need a guy that can't get to balls in the outfield and, is hitting limp wiener balls out to Oppo. I mean, that's not his game. He crushes the ball to his pull fields. It's not what that base hit or that, and I get it. RBIs are RBIs, but I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. That wasn't a good hit.
I was trying to turn a frown upside down, man, and you just took it right back.
I'll tell you one thing. Santander actually had a very low-key, huge moment in game 1.
Yeah.
In the 7th inning, Varsho was on first base, and he got that base hit, kept the inning going, got Varsho over there, and that sort of allowed them to open the floodgates, set the table for what Jimenez did and Lucas did, and Vladdy did that inning. So he's had a couple good ones. So that reminds me of Sidney Crosby in the 2010 games. Before the Golden Goal, he went 9 periods without registering a point, and then when it mattered the most, he came through. But
never know.
You can't have him in the outfield. That's for sure. Get him DHing or pinch hitting off the bench, like Michelle said here.
Yeah, I was going to say that one right there was the one that really surprised me. Late in the game, I was expecting for that 8th inning at bat that Nathan Lucas was up off the bat. No, up off the pine anyway, with no problems. It would just seem really odd to force and hope for something there. Maybe it was just when I wanted to see somebody with some fresh legs get out there and try it. But it is what it is, I guess. But maybe that was part of the whole make it work for tonight and move on right to that tomorrow evening at 7, like you mentioned, Eric.
Yeah. Flush, as John Schneider would say.
Yeah, flush.
So
hey, why the best
get some
team
flowers
have a
to
little tiny toilet.
Have
a little tiny toilet in their dugout. I mean, and you could see it when the game was over. Nobody from the Jays was. And here's the shit thing about the media and all the rest of this. They're just going to get nothing but like bullshit questions about tonight. And, you're up 6, I mean, none of these idiots have ever played baseball. Baseball is a weird sport that way. That Aaron Judge home run is 1 inch left.
Oh, there was wind.
That is the foul
that was
ball.
Definitely a wind factored home run.
Mean, like, how do you hit the foul pole with a ball hit that? Like, I mean, and that's what happens. And I got to give him his flowers. I mean, Aaron Judge has been, other than his defense has been dog shit, other than that one catch. I mean, the guy hits the ball every time he's in the box. And, if we didn't think the Yankees were going to give us a battle the first game back in the Bronx, then everyone was an idiot. There was going to be no sweep here. The Jays, even when it was 6-1, I was a little worried. And ironically, some drunk at the bar that I was at walked by and he was like, well, that's it for me. I'm going to leave. And I'm like, way to Murphy it, buddy. And let's be clear, people, everyone out there in Jaybird watching land, don't Murphy baseball games. Don't give your own opinion about when you think a game is going to be over. Just shut up, keep it to yourself. And if you think that it's over, go home and sit on your couch and do other things. But don't tell us, don't tell anyone, because that's just like saying shut out or no, or all that other stuff. Just zip it and flip
I have said it on this show before. I am not a very religious person. I'm an engineer by trade, so it's unfortunately the figure things out and make it work. But I am a firm believer in the Church of Baseball, and the baseball gods are very easily angered. So and maybe it's just all the superstitions and stupid shit. This is literally the same shirt I wore on Sunday when we won the game, and in true fashion, I didn't launder it. But it is what it is.
The baseball gods may have played a factor tonight because, and I don't like calling people out, but Arash Madani, I don't know if you guys saw what he wrote on Twitter when the Jays had a 6-1 lead, but something along the lines of, calling it now, decision desk, this is it. Next game is
Time of death
October 12th, and that
can't do that.
Can't do that.
Michelle was all over that.
The man was probably gaslighting.
That to us.
He was probably gaslighting and just wanted to be a heel on a Tuesday night. And
you don't.
His mentions are going to be
a
off
winning
the
streak.
Right
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
I'm even getting texts right now, like from friends and stuff like that. They're like, "What a collapse from the Blue Jays." And I'm like, "Not really."
Oh, that's nothing.
Game.
That's like, small potatoes. Okay? Talk to me about 2022. Talk to me about 1987.
And they're still up. They're still up 2-1. So, like, what are we talking about here? Like, I mean, like.
Meanwhile, the Yankee broadcast, the Fox broadcast that I unfortunately have to watch here in the States is literally just blasting the fact that the Yankees scored 8 runs unanswered. Does anybody want to talk about the last 2 games where we outscored them what to what? I have to listen to fucking A-Rod, sorry, I don't want to swear, but if I have to listen to fucking A-Rod and fucking Jeter talk about fucking bullshit baseball that they seem to have no idea what to talk about, and the only person that no one can understand is Big Papi, and he's the only one that makes any sense. It is ridiculous. MLB needs to fix this where they don't have 2 Yankee, like, just absolute homers talking about. Did you hear A-Rod say, if Max Fried had pitched better or played better, they'd probably think different about this game and maybe come out of it with more positive. It was the most John Madden football comment.
I have no patience for this, and I don't know how you guys deal with it in the States. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you guys are so fortunate you get to listen to all the normal gang on Sportsnet.
We get people like Joe Siddle and Caleb Joseph.
Yeah.
With actual opinions.
Articulate.
It's ridiculous.
So now that we've gotten the Fox Sportsnet debate back in fun here, I want to make sure that we are discussing the fact that there is another game tomorrow. Obviously, we were going to be live, as I mentioned, during the game tomorrow, and I'm going to do our as we wrap the show up here, unless I'll give Eric a chance to get one more topic in. But this right here from New Brunswick, Canada guy is 100% what I think is going to happen. Eric Lauer is going to show up and have the game of his life, and he's going to have a fun time. So that's my mantra for tomorrow. The offense and everything's going to come back and click. But anyway,
how many people did we get? What do we got on Twitter?
We're at 60 people across the board right now.
Come on, I love you people, every single one of you.
So even on a East Coast midnight, this is the latest show we've ever had on Jaybird Watching.
We've crossed it to 2 days, guys. It's like the international date line or something.
I know.
So, Eric, is there anything you had on your cheat sheet that you wanted to discuss really quick before we wander off of the evening?
No, just a couple things. First of all, I'm quite concerned that George Springer's got a batting average below 200 right now. And if we're going to win that 4th game, and if it does go to a 5th game, God forbid, we need George to be George.
It's coming, baby.
I hope so. I really hope so. And just one other thing, there's been a lot of great content online from Blue Jays fans and lots of content from Yankees fans where they're crashing out. We're all having a bit of a laugh. But I have been seeing some videos, a couple of videos taken from Blue Jay fans or allegedly Blue Jay fans who are going up to people wearing Yankees gear in Toronto or walking around the Skydome and sort of harassing them and attacking them and bullying them. And don't do that. Don't be dicks.
Don't ever do that.
Fandom and all this fun that we're talking about here with sports is supposed to be a friendly competition and supposed to be a reason that we actually, maybe talk about something fun. That's why we have the wonderful community that we have here with Blue Jays fans, to your point, Eric, that we try to commute and, curate here as best we humanly possibly can. But every once in a while, there's obviously somebody that's got to ruin the fun a little bit for everybody. And to your point, massively discouraged.
And
up bad things.
Everybody, let's not bow to the clicks. Let's not bow to I watch all these dumbasses that go out and try and start this shit. with people, and let's not bow to the clicks. This is a podcast that Craig has built this thing from a couple of guys, with their hands out by the hearth, trying to be Blue Jays fans, and it is now Eric. I don't know if you know, we've really crested a lot of like over a couple of thousand weekly and all this other
I watch the shows every week.
And
Eric's been on here before you.
I'll tell you this as much as
even reunited with your cousin.
Yeah, as much as I know that, my cousin's killing it. As much as I know this, like we do not, like dog talk anybody else. I mean, other than the Yankees every now and again. But I think that the big thing we need to realize here is, like, I watched the start of the game and the entire Yankee crowd booed the Canadian anthem tonight loudly, like not hesitating to blue, like, and I think that part of this, we wanted all this elbows up, all this stuff that we do as Canadians to sort of separate ourselves needs to continue. And if there are dum-dums that are going out there and trying to get a rise, I mean, the Yankee fan is the easiest person to get a rise out of.
There is that.
Let's just have a little couth, have a little decorum, and you know what, guys? Let's fucking win tomorrow before we start talking shit, because as we've discussed already, there are baseball gods, and they do smack you in the nuts every time that you try and
smack hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's actually in the nuts, depending on what kid you happen to be playing wiffle ball with. Swear to God, my nephew didn't do that to me a few weekends ago.
So zip it and flip it, and let's win tomorrow night.
Yeah,
let's win. Anything else, gentlemen, before we wrap it up and call it a night?
If somebody could deliver me another bottle of wine, that'd be okay.
I gotta say, I'm enjoying Sauce Jason. Sauce Jason is awesome, Jason.
It's Leisure Jason.
Just
flowers
to Ernie Clement. Flowers to Ernie Clement. He had a great game. Rochester Rocket, Rochester's favorite son. Craig board in second. Craig, I'm serious. You got to find out where his parents' house is and just hang out.
The wheels are turning, my friend. Don't worry. I'm going to find him. And apparently we might even have a hookup to Trey Savage that I forgot about, too.
Oh, no kidding.
He's brother Files, like best friend's cousin's former roommate.
Carry the three.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, Bob File having just about as much fun as we're having tonight in 2 games against the LA Dodgers, being a Phillies fan too. But he was obviously hanging his Blue Jays hat very fondly over the last couple of days.
He was gonna be on tonight. He actually texted me really late and said he was going to be on, but his daughter was having a bit of trouble sleeping, and he had a long night, so he was like,
"There you go,
I'll be on."
So.
Actually, I wonder if people at MLB are shaking in their boots right now, because there's a potential of the Yankees being eliminated and the Dodgers being eliminated.
There is.
That would be bad. Would that be good for baseball?
I think the best thing for baseball would be to watch 2 cities go freaking nuts that don't usually get to the World Series.
But they don't understand that.
My picks, the Brewers and the Toronto Blue Jays.
It'd be unbelievable. And I'll tell you this, as much as I will go to Milwaukee, this is a statement I'm going to make right now. If it's the Jays and Brewers in the World Series, I am flying to Milwaukee with an open heart. And my friends were just there for a playoff game. They said it was one of the greatest cities they've ever been to.
I love Milwaukee.
Baseball was insane, and I am going, and I will bring a live report from Milwaukee.
I might have to meet you there. And Eric, come on, just hop on the bus.
Be the best.
Yeah, I love that city. And so this is where my love for baseball and my other sports and football especially, they merge in Milwaukee, because being a diehard Buffalo Bills fan, Milwaukee is the only baseball team I've ever seen actually tailgate for a baseball game. And they do it for 81 home games and then the playoffs. So fun times for head by all. So on that note, Blue Jays fans, thank you very much to the near 60 of you that we still have in the chat. We will be back live tomorrow evening, I guess today evening at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Jason, Liz, and I will be back. Eric, this is your shameless self-promoting bit. go ahead and hit it up now that you're on the other pieces of our Discord chat now too.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for having me on. And you can follow me at the Heck, THEHEK. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Instagram. Instagram is THE_HEK. My blog is called Definitely Not Jays Talk, dnjt.wordpress.com. Right now I'm doing these short scribbled thoughts about the game. So I got to hammer something out for this game, and then try to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm up at 5:45. So yeah, that's
love you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, thanks for having me. And, hey, you got a really cool Discord site there, guys.
That's what the little QR code's going on up here above my head floating around. So make sure you all scan it.
I had no idea about this. Apparently, we're killing it.
No, we got a bunch of members, like I mentioned already. It's been a really fun, diverse crowd. We got Mets fans. We got all sorts of fun going on in there and whatnot. But I was very impressed with the wonderful fun that we had during the game in there. I had to actually make literally another chat channel that was just game specific at the request of our friend Cullen from the NEPTA people and not Gaetti, because he was very like, hey, you know what? It'd be a lot easier if you had this chat that was just general Blue Jay chat, and then this other one that was like in-game chat. And I'm like, I got it. I'm going to make it happen. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. We will have the Discord chat live and everything. Hit the little QR code up here if you want to scan in it. We have also been retweeting it out to Eric's point. And Eric is now featured on there in our friends and partners section.
Maybe we even go live tomorrow night after the game. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Well,
crazy things
hold on.
happen.
Craig wanted to do a post-game show, and the Jays lost.
I know, right? I was
expecting. Didn't want to do a post-game show first 2 games, and look what happened there.
Nah.
Maybe we're also the problem.
Stop planning ahead, Jason. That's what I'm hearing. So on that,
regardless, you see this spot right here in the couch.
Yep,
I'll be here tomorrow night.
Jason's one with the couch.
Yeah, I'm one with the couch.
Things were about to get uncomfortable there for a moment.
Yeah, watch it, bud. How many more beers? All right. On that note, we're going to run away scared. Thank you very much, all you Blue Jays fans out there, and we'll see you tomorrow night live for the 7:00 game, and we'll have a great time. Hopefully. Cheers. Game on.
Love you guys.
Thank you for listening to the Jay Bird Watching Podcast. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at BirdwatchingGC, and our YouTube channel. If you want to support the show and get extra content, please consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/birdwatchinggc. Go Jays, go.
Whoa!